What's going on, folks? It's KspadeTheProspect. I'm back today with another informational video for you guys. In this video, we're going to talk about the return of Park for NBA 2k15, or as it's called this year, MyPark. Now, it's well documented that I was not a big fan of Park mode in NBA 2k14. I still played it. Of course I'm gonna play it because I need input. I need data. I need to know what I like about it, what I don't like about it, because of what I do with my channel. I can't really say I don't like this game, I don't like this mode, I'm never gonna play it. I kind of have to play stuff so I can say, hey, this is good, this is bad, fix this, don't fix that, whatever. But I can honestly admit, when you hear the concept of Park, it sounds great. When I first heard 100 my players in a park, one center park that everybody could kind of gather around, I was thinking, man, I'll be on that center park making it rain. I could see nothing but greatness. And I imagine, when you think this whole thing up in your head, you see the pros and it sounds dope. Well, Park didn't really, it never really worked for me. The wait times were horrendous. Of course, it was a reach-a-thon out there because it was no fouls. It was a lot of things about the park that to me made parks not successful. So when I got the opportunity to go out to 2K and we got a chance to play the park mode, I was really surprised at the advancements they made with that mode. I mean, really surprised. Now, am I telling you guys if you didn't like it in 14, you're gonna love it in 15? That's not what I'm saying. But if you did like it in 14, oh my God, you're going to love it in 15. A lot of improvements, a lot of advancements, just tons of things. So I'm gonna do a brief rundown and I'm gonna let you guys know the things that have been changed about the park mode that I feel like made it better. First and foremost, games no longer go to 21. Games go to 15. Now you're thinking, wait a minute, who plays a pickup game to 15? That's what I was thinking. I was like, I've never played a pickup game to 15. But the whole point of this is to try to make those games shorter so that your wait times will be shorter. And I'm in favor of shorter wait times, so I'll take it. That's one thing. Another thing is squad spots. Squad spots. So let me explain this to you. This year you can squad up. If you're trying to run a 5v5, you can squad up and invite 5 people to your squad. You want to run a 3v3, same thing. And I still don't understand why we even return 2v2 mode, but apparently somebody likes it. So if you want to squad up in your 2-man squad, there you go. But squad spots make the got next bubbles a whole lot less frustrating. Still definitely some frustration involved, but a whole lot less frustrating. Here's the deal. If the squad leader gets a spot, boom, his whole team is on. We used to try to do synchronized spot taking, like wait. Okay, go, everybody, go. Oh man, we got 4 people on and not that late. I mean, it was just a headache. So that part right there has been taken out for you guys. If the squad leader gets a spot, his whole team is on. Voila. All right. Now the next advancement was probably one of my favorite ones. They took an element from like shooters. And I imagine this element is in other games as well, but the first thing I thought about was like Call of Duty or something like that. It is a ranking system for the park. Now, when you come out there, you're like rookie 1, I believe that's the base one. Rookie 1, you rocking the Doo-Doo Browns uniforms, you got on like some cat heads, you don't really have no dribble moves, you don't have no dunk packages, you just really a scrub. And it's recognizable. You see that guy in the Doo-Doo Browns and you go, he's a scrub. You know that. You don't have to wonder. It's known. The same way in Call of Duty, when you run across a guy who, I don't know, if he's got a certain badge, you go, oh snap, that guy's 3rd time prestige. You knew. If he whipped out that red tiger weapon, you knew, oh snap, this guy, So here's the deal. It's a lot of things that you can unlock for your My Player for the park, but it requires you to do things in the park. Dope, right? You can't just whip your credit card out and say, let me buy some clothes, let me get some new Nikes, a new hairdo, some jewels. All that stuff has to be unlocked. And it's not just cosmetic things. It's not just the look of these things. In some cases, it's just clothes, dunk packages, dribble packages, signature animations. But in other cases, it's things like putback dunks. I don't care what your player's dunk rating is, his jump rating, his offensive rebound rating. If you haven't unlocked putback dunks, you can't do putback dunks. Pretty dope. Now, I hate to sprinkle in some negativity in this. I still wish that it coincided with your rating. That's the one thing that I kind of don't dig. Because I can look at this guy in the Doodoo Browns and go, he's a scrub. But he just might be a scrub as far as park experience. He might still be a 90 overall. You see what I'm saying? So like your rating can still be whatever. Right? All right, but it's more, even more. One thing that we all got tired of in NBA 2K14 was looking at that same boring park in the middle of the city. The skyscrapers all around it. And I got tired of seeing that same thing. Sometimes, regardless of how good or how bad a game plays, a lot of it is visual candy. Just give us something to look at. And a lot of times it makes something bad not as bad, and it makes something good great if it looks good. So this year they did just that. It's 3 different areas for you to go to the park. But wait a minute, it's not just 3 different areas. You're gonna wanna hear this. It's a lot that goes in this. It's one park that to me looks like it's over in Venice Beach somewhere. I see some palm trees, I see some water in the background. We're gonna call that Venice Beach. It's got one that looks like it's in New York somewhere. I see a subway going by. I see like the bridge or whatnot. We'll say that's the New York joint. And it's another one with like some smokestacks. I don't know. I'm gonna say that's Detroit. I don't know. That's just what comes to mind when I see it. So it's not, well, Monday I feel like playing by the beach. Tuesday I feel like playing in New York. Each of these different parks are like communities. Think of it like your high school. You know, in my city, I think in my city it's like 2 high schools. The city I grew up in, should I say. You got Griffin High, you got Spalding High. You might be the man at Griffin High, but you might be nobody to those dudes at Spalding High, and vice versa. And that's the way these communities work. You might be the man at Venice Beach, but you are nobody at these other communities. So it'll be different challenges that will allow you to play guys from other communities, which I think is dope. And from time to time, you'll just be given the option to just ball out and represent for your community, for your park. Now, you don't sign a lifetime agreement there. If at any given time you decide you want to be a member of a different park, you can do it, but not with no cost or no expense. You lose your rep, not your rating. Don't get those 2 things confused, but you lose your rep. So let's suppose, let's say you ranked up pretty high over at Venice Beach. You know, you jeweled out, you got the flashy passes, you throwing them behind the back, you got signature moves. They even got signature walks. One of the signature walks is called the Rainmaker Walk. You know your boy want that. I gotta have that walk. If I don't have nothing else, I'm gonna have the Rainmaker Walk. You got all of that. And you say, you know what? I done dusted these dudes at this park repeatedly. I wanna see what's popping over in New York. You can join that community, but you lose all of your rep. It's kind of like going prestige in Call of Duty. You go back to the Doodoo Browns. You got no dribble moves, no dunk moves, all of that stuff. Now, you don't lose your rating. So if your player's a 90 overall, he's still a 90 overall. He just don't have all of this park equipped stuff. All right? Already that sounds dope, right? Let's be honest. If you're a fan of the park, this stuff is dope. Here's something else, though. At the All-Star break, 2K is going to calculate all of the wins for each of the communities. And this is across platforms. So when I say they're going to count the wins for the New York court, I don't just mean on the PlayStation 4. I mean across both platforms. And whichever community has the most amount of wins, they get a bonus court, like a bonus park. I think that's dope. Now, I don't really know how that's going to work because the guys balling on the Xbox One have no idea what's going on the PlayStation 4 or vice versa. But it might make you want to coordinate. Me, I'll probably play this mode on both consoles. But I imagine I spend the bulk of my time on the Xbox One. So I might want to hit up my PlayStation 4 homies. I might want to hit up Shakedown and say, yo, what community you joining? You know, I'm going to want something new. I'm going to get tired of looking at these too. I'm going to want something new. Where you at? And I might want to coordinate it so I can make sure my community got some strong players in it. I think that's pretty dope. But hold on, there's more. The stage. The stage is an addition to the park that takes the park to a whole new level. This was one of those things that when they showed me, I was like, I never thought you guys would do this. I never thought this. All right, so the stage is basically the park with a wager feature. You can bet money. Wait, hold on. Don't have your mom and dad mad with me. Virtual money, virtual currency, VC. So you might go to a court that says $2,500. Every member of your team might have to have that $2,500 in pocket. You can't bet money you ain't got. That's a no-no. Everybody got $2,500 in their pocket. You battle another team. You win, your account plus $2,500, their account minus $2,500. And in several courts, me personally, I'm not a fan of the return of 2v2. I don't know why 2v2 came back. I really don't like it. But apparently somebody does, so it returned. And it's still only one 5v5 court. I don't like that either. I would like for it to be 2 centralized 5v5 courts, but hey, this is not about what I want. I'm telling you guys what's in the game, so let me stay on task. So the stage is dope. Each court has a different amount. You know, you go, you ball out. But here's another thing. You walk to the end of the stage, you see some elevators. You go to the elevator and take the elevator to the high roller room. Any of you that's old enough to go to a casino, you know what the high roller room is, right? Huge amounts. I'm talking games for 25,000 VC, 30,000 VC, 40,000 VC. Imagine winning one game and gaining 40,000 VC. If you play any of these other modes where VC is useful, I really see that the stage and the high roller room being something that you can use to help you. I mean, for real. That'll keep you from whipping out that dang credit card. Your mom and your dad or your wife, they tired of you doing that anyway. Put your credit card up, get your skills up, go to the high roller room and get your VC up. Now, I know I said this wasn't about what I want, but I do want to throw one thing in. I would really like to see this feature at the Jordan Rec Center. It is not at the Jordan Rec Center, and 2K really wanted to provide 2 completely different feels. So when you play the park is gonna feel a little more arcadish. Yeah, you got all the and one dribble moves, you can do all these crazy dunks. A lot of that stuff, and I mean a lot of that stuff does not apply to the Jordan Rec Center because they want the Jordan Rec Center to feel more sim. It's a simulation game. It's more realistic. It's like, you know, the stuff that you'll really see when you're watching guys playing basketball. You ain't gonna see 360 you ain't gonna see all that. So that kind of stuff right there doesn't trigger in the Rec Center. So I would like to wager this money at the Rec Center where it's rules, because you talking 40,000 VC. You think dudes was reaching on 2K14? Put 40,000 VC on the line and watch how much these dudes be reaching. It's gonna be a reach-a-thon out there, and I can't blame them. They don't want to lose their VC. So anyway, folks, I'm gonna keep this video close. I'm gonna keep it short, should I say. That's all I got for this one. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If I didn't address any question that you may have, feel free to drop it in the comment section and I'll try my best to answer it. If I miss your question, feel free to tweet me. My Twitter name is KspadeTheProspect. That's the number 64. And shoot me your questions. If I got the answers, I give it to you. If I don't, I try to get with somebody at 2K who has the answer, and I get it to you. But folks, like I said, that's all I got for this one. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm out the next time, y'all. Peace.